larger than ours. One second. A few weeks ago, I made a comment that I regretted. I was talking about insurance. For those who don't know, I am a healthcare insurance broker. This is healthcare insurance season. There's a lot of emotions going in the air right now, personally and professionally. But I said I don't like insurance, even though I work in insurance. There's more to it than that. 19 months ago, my mom, whom I love very much, was sitting at Bryan and Arapahoe, minding her own business, coming home from dance practice. Some guy runs the light in this big truck, hits two other cars, and then he hits her dead on. She's literally doing nothing except for coming home. She thinks she's okay. The headaches start. We're like, what's going on? I'm like, okay, so. We find out after going to the doctor several times that she's got 30 neural clusters torn in her head, in her brain. This is a TBI, it's not repairable. Now that we've gotten past the reason that she has headaches, we're talking to the insurance company. Insurance company, if you guys don't know my mom, she's a retired healthcare professional. She is very in tune with what's going on in the world. Everything in her life is in order. She does not shortcut on anything. She has the best insurance policy with the maximum limits, with underinsured and not insured drivers, and the insurance company says, sorry, Linda, we're not going to pay you. Okay, well, now we have a lawyer involved. Granted, this is 19 months ago. Nothing has changed. We still have now 2 lawyers involved. The insurance company offered her $37,000 for something in her life that is not repairable. Fortunately, I'm from the automotive industry, and I kept them from taking her car and totaling it and making her buy a $12,000 car with the money that she received from her $70,000 car. That problem was averted. Part 2 of that is, now she's disabled. We call long-term care. She has a policy. Long-term care says, we don't believe that you have a TBI. I'm sorry, we're not going to pay you. Okay. How can you scientifically say we're looking at an fMRI that says she has 30 neural clusters torn here, she has constant headaches, she has not driven in 18 months, she has not done anything except sit on the sofa and worry about if she's going to make it through tomorrow? That's why I don't like insurance. Something so black and white, cut and dry, and my mom is suffering from it. Not to say that the money would fix anything, but she's paying for all of this out of her pocket, and she has the ability to do it. If she didn't have this money saved up, she would be in a completely different scenario. And that's what a lot of people do experience, and that's why insurance doesn't work. Now that I've got that, in 2008, a series of events changed my life. I was a realtor. The market crashed. I thought, oh my gosh, what am I going to do? At that point in time, I got into an industry that I really didn't think how much I would like it or dislike it until I found out how evil it truly was, and that was the automotive industry. I spent a decade in there telling people about how bad their car is, or truck is, or whatever it is, and you're going to pay me X amount of thousands of dollars if you want to drive out here today and go to work. That trained me to be in the position that I am in right now. It trained my mindset that not everything has to be bad. Everything can be many things, not everything ever, but many things, many times, can be changed into a perspective of this is how we're going to solve a problem. And that's when I really figured out what I like doing, which is solving problems. It was in front of me the entire time. 10 years later, I'm done with automotive. Now we're in a pandemic. Okay, again, Bryan sitting on the sofa. What am I going to do? And this is what I spoke to you guys about last time. Well, you know, there's this thing called an insurance license. I can do it right now, and I'm not just sitting around my house doing nothing. got an insurance license, then I had no idea what to do with insurance. Navigating this world became another problem to solve. As I progressed through this endeavor in my life, I truly love it, because what happens here is I am given the opportunity for someone to come to me and say, Bryan, this is a problem that I have. How can I solve it? I am not a doctor, but I do know how to navigate a healthcare network. So someone says, I've got X amount of dollars, I've got these problems, and I say, this is what policy that we should look into. And then they can call me later on and say, hey, Bryan, the doctor said this is what I still need done, and I can also help them navigate through that. It is truly a fulfilling job, and I am honored to have somebody tell me their personal information in confidence that I can help them better their lives moving forward. Because as I stated from the beginning of all this, insurance doesn't always work, even though it's black and white, it's printed right there. And don't get me started on the government, what it's doing right now, because that'll be a whole other topic, because it's still out of service. If I can say anything from these last 5 minutes. When you are in the insurance world and you are looking for insurance, find somebody that you know, love, and trust that will help you navigate this very interesting, interwoven environment, because it's designed to be complicated, because insurance companies do not want, let me phrase that, they want to ride it out as long as they possibly can until you give up. And that's why you need somebody behind your back in this world, especially when it comes to your health, your family's health, and the world around you. Toastmasters, that's what I have to say about insurance.